Hey, this week's video is a little bit different. I'm going to show a few things that I sold and then just a few things that I grabbed. I didn't go out as much this week, and so I didn't find as much. I did find good stuff though, and the things that I'm going to show you that sold for pretty good money. The first one, let's see, that I can remember, just sold recently, I think actually today, the day I'm making this video. Yeah, a Bob Seger 1978 raglan shirt, sold for $45. I started it really high. I thought it was going to go for more than that, but I don't know. The sleeves are green. The last one I saw that sold really good money, the sleeves were black, so I don't know if that has something to do with it, or just maybe Bob Seger isn't as sought after as other band shirts. But that was, I mean, decent. I only paid a couple bucks for it. That was in a recent video. But yeah, sold for $45. Another recent sale that was pretty good was a heater that I pick up every time I see them. They pop up a lot, and they're a good thing to know about because they sell every time as long as they're in good shape and good working order. They're old heaters. They're called Big Heat, and they sell between 25 to, this one was new in the box. It sold for $55, just like yesterday or the day before maybe. Another sale that actually surprised me. I saw comps and it showed that it was gonna sell for around this price, but I just kind of couldn't believe it, because other things that I've tried to sell like this have taken forever. Like I do have a couple old soda crates that are just taking forever to sell, but this was a Borden's milk crate from the 1950s, wood and metal crate. It sold a couple days ago for $65, and that's pretty decent money for what you end up paying. I mean, those guys are a little heavier, so they do take up some of the 25 pounds when I buy them that way, but 65 bucks, there's good profit on there. There's probably $45 profit on just that. So yeah, there's a few good sales that happened very recently. I thought there was another one that I wanted to mention, but I can't remember what it was. I don't remember what it was, but I'll go back when I'm editing and I'll put in whatever it is right here. I wish I could remember, but it doesn't matter. So now I'll show you. I went out to a couple different places. I went to Goodwill bins, but it was a while back. It was only probably only 2 or 3 days ago, but this was just a pop in for a quick visit, because I've been spending a bunch of time at home with my kids basically, and so I should be cleaning up around here, but because it's really messy, where the camera can't see, it's pretty messy. But and then there was some recovery from the last video I mentioned. I had a storage unit, so there's been a little bit of moving stuff around for that or whatever, but in meeting with people and selling a couple of things. I sold a couch for $300. That was really good. But yeah, so I've only have a few finds here, but they're pretty good ones. So I'll just show you real quick. These are always fun to find. This was just rattling around in the bottom of the bins. Everybody was like scooping their way past it, and I happened to notice it when someone else was shoveling stuff out of their way. And when they were done, I went and grabbed it. It's a Gerber multi-tool, and they can be really good. If you find the right ones with the right like patent numbers or whatever, they can be really good money. This particular one probably is only like 25 bucks or so. Still good though. I mean, to pick up for that, I'm probably paying, less than $2 probably for that. So to turn it into 25 is pretty good. And that's only 25 because of the condition. There's some dirt going on here that someone's gonna have to clean. I don't feel like doing it, but if it was really clean, it'd be 35, 45 bucks. I just don't feel like messing with it. Another thing, in that same trip, I grabbed this JT paintball mask, I guess. I never heard of them. I just thought to myself, people pay a lot of money for that kind of stuff. This particular model, I don't know what it is, but these start resale value at around $25. So it's lightweight. I probably paid a couple bucks for it. And so that's just kind of a no-brainer. I'll look into the model if it's one of the really good models. They can be like $100, I think I was noticing. But I don't know what model it is. I don't know what model goggles these are. But once I look all that stuff up, then I can figure out. But in general, they're worth $25. This is worth at least $25. Another thing I got from Goodwill bins are these Wesco boots, which can be really good. These are in pretty good shape for their age. You can tell how old they are. There's green on the little hooks here, but someone can clean these up and use them. Someone can redo them. Someone can wear them just like they are, like that beat up boot look and the high boot. These are probably at least $100 bill. I'm probably gonna start them around 200, just the way they are. I'm just gonna list them just the way they are for around 200 bucks and see what comes my way. Any offers or anything like that. But just compared to other Wesco boots, and they're decent size, they're size 8.5. Just compared to other Wesco boots, there's pretty good value there for paying maybe, I think for everything that I bought that day was these few things, and oh yeah, this also, 17 bucks. So walking out of the thrift for 17 bucks and having probably at least 150 bucks profit here is really good. This was the other thing that I grabbed in this pile. I was taking video of everything, and trying to make it look like the last couple of videos, but there just wasn't enough. I didn't have a full cart, so I decided to do it this way. But yeah, this is the last thing out of that cart. It's a vintage Eddie Bauer quilted down jacket. I want to say 60s. I don't know for sure, because they did remake these, but this has all Talon zips. And then I'll show you the tag. Maybe even someone out there can tell me what date they think this tag came out. From research that I'm doing, I only have a couple things to compare. It is a pocket like that. I only have a couple comps, and it seems like it's saying 50s, 60s. But because there's only a few, I don't know for sure. But maybe someone out there does. You can write in the comments. Like if you know for sure what tag that's from, that'd be cool. But anyways, I think out of those few things that I sold you, there's probably $150 profit there, if not more, you know, based on how well it goes with, say, the boots, and if this is a better model than I think there's at least 150 bucks in profit. But then another stop I made was yesterday, and I go to this antique mall that has booths, because I've said it in a couple videos, maybe, I don't know, couple months or so ago. I'm staring right now at a stack of t-shirts that are old movie promo t-shirts, and they've been selling pretty consistently for around $20. I have multiples of certain movies. I think I spent $400 on like 60 shirts, and they've just been selling, like, I don't know, 1 or 2 a week every so often, for on average $20 each, and I'm into them for between $5 and $7, something like that. But I went to that same place, hadn't been there in a while, and my little girl suggested we go because it's got a fun toy store by it. So we went there yesterday, and we found more movie promos, different ones. This particular one is a Stephen King Sleepers, is it? Sleepwalkers tee, vintage, made in USA, on a Signal tag, and it's got this cool little movie promo button that goes with it. Dead stock t-shirt, and I found that, and I looked them up, and the comps are at 200 bucks. The kicker though is there's no solds, so those are $200 waiting for someone to buy it. I listed mine. I started at actually, because mine was dead stock, I started at $250, and I thought, you know, I'll, like a lot of things when I don't know where to price them at, because there is no recent sale, which eBay only goes back 90 days, so it could have been that some sold before that for 200 bucks, and that's what those people are comparing it to. I don't know. But whenever I don't know, I kind of start high and then I start to whittle the price down. So this has been whittled down from my impatience, basically, and my wanting to sell it to 135. I think I'm at right now. I might even be at 125. But anyways, Dead Stock, Sleepwalkers, Stephen King, 1993, 1990, 92, 93, something like that. It's hard for me to read it, but Dead Stock, Sleepwalkers. And I found that one, and then I was like, holy cow, we're still, you know, I was still looking through the little rack that I'm always looking at, and I found 4 more. So I have the one listed. I keep it right over, it's over there on the shelf with my little stack of other ones that are listed. But I found 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. So my thinking is I try to get them, you know, I try to get $100 each basically. But so that other one's down to 135, and that's 4 more. So if I say I get $100 for each one, I'm at $500 for just these like Dead Stock Stephen King Sleepwalker shirts. And then it was pretty fun. There was a few more there I might have grabbed had I felt like spending more money, but I spent $200 on all of these guys, and I kind of didn't want to spend any more than that. But then the other couple that I have are the Sandlot movie promo right there in the corner, 1993 movie promo t-shirt. There's other, I've seen comps of around $100 or something like that for ones with pictures of the kids maybe. I didn't really look at it for a really long time, but I just thought this one was kind of cool just because it is plain and it just says the Sandlot. Now that I'm looking at it, I do see there's bleed through on the back from whatever, I don't know, sitting in the sun somewhere maybe, or just the process itself, which that's not a deal breaker. You can just see kind of a ghost sort of writing of the Sandlot. I don't think that should be a deal breaker for how cool the shirt is. Anvil tag, made in USA, size large, good size. So yeah, I don't know, I think that's $50. So what are we at? 5. If I make 100 off those shirts, $5.50. And then this one was kind of cool. I contemplated whether I should grab it or not, but I did grab it just because of the subject matter. It's a size small, and I can't tell if I think it's a size small adult. And because back then adults were smaller, this shirt is smaller. But it's 1983. Star Wars Return of the Jedi. Size small. I mean, holding it up, to me, it's definitely a small, but I think it's a small adult, I do. And I think that's probably worth at least $50. I don't know for sure, because there's not one exactly like it on eBay, but it is 1983 single stitch. These are all single stitch, so that's good. And then it's on a Made in USA tag. It says Artworks on it. But yeah, a good t-shirt haul at a place that I go to and have found bunches of good t-shirts. I wasn't expecting there to be more, to be honest. I thought maybe I had picked it clean, but I don't know. I'll keep going back until, I don't know, I'll probably keep going back even after a couple of times that I think that it's over. But it's been really fun going back to it and finding more. But yeah, I didn't say like or subscribe yet. Like or subscribe if you like this kind of thing. This is kind of a different video, lesser things overall, but still good things. So yeah, if you like this kind of thing, like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Thanks.